Hello everyone, this is the Afro Avenger back with another album review, and today's album is Painting With by Animal Collective. It was released February 19th of this year, 2016. Some chart information, it peaked number 46 on the US Billboard 200. It was released under the label Domino, and its singles were Floridada, Lying in the Grass, and Golden Gal. So without further ado, let's get this started. Animal Collective has become quite a prolific group, now having 10 albums under their belt after including this new one. After a period of all the members doing their own thing, once finishing their tour of their previous album, Centipede Hurts, they returned to record yet another album in their typical psychedelic pop fashion, but this time trying out a couple different things just to shake things up and make things a bit sleeker and tighter. The music is really your typical Animal Collective going-ons. As usual, they incorporate plenty of modular synthesizers and drum machines, creating soundscapes through keyboards, robotic-y laser vocals, and light synthesized drum patterns that really only add some rhythm to an otherwise light album. One thing the members decided to do was remove a lot of the long passages of drones and lengthy outros, as well as long build-ups, in order to make the album a bit more compact, simplistic, and perhaps more accessible. This is all good though, because the music is still great. There doesn't have to be long drones or long build-ups in order to be super progressive. Over the course of Animal Collective's career, they've proven that they can be plenty progressive with their music, perhaps one of the most progressive modern psychedelic bands out right now. On this record, the group gets some instrumental assistance from both John Cale of the Velvet Underground and Colin Stetson of Arcade Fire, Bon Iver, and Bell Orchestra fame. Hearing Colin wailing on that horn on various tracks really adds some much-needed soul to an otherwise completely synthesized album. The music of Animal Collective has always seemed rather difficult to pin down because they incorporate so many different styles of music that almost seem to have no name. We could say it's a mixture of psychedelic pop, avant-garde pop, electronica, and dance, but their music truly seems to defy genre or label. On many of the tracks there are blinding fast vocals, and on a lot of the tracks there are really choppy vocals. It's really hard to explain, and you really have to listen in order to understand what I mean. But I recall hearing vocals like this on Panda Bear's album from last year, Panda Bear Meets the Grim Reaper. Love that album. Of course, that's not unexpected, as he is a member of the band, and I'm sure he has tons of influence on the musical direction of the group. The music is totally experimental, but still being poppy and accessible enough to not be way out there. Much of it is really groovy, dancey, and a lot of fun to listen to. The album deals with a lot of different things, and saying that it has a common theme might be a little wrong to say. It just feels like a collection of songs all with their own theme by themselves, but all containing a common style so unique to Animal Collective that you know they could only be by Animal Collective. Let's take the very first track, for example. Floridada is a song in response to how a lot of people outside of Florida talk down about Florida. Apparently there's a radio show in California where there's a segment that talks about weird things that Florida natives do, and this song is embracing some of those more quirky things about Florida that makes it unique, sort of like Portland, Oregon. However, the following track, Hocus Pocus, which features John Cale, actually does somewhat mention painting, but it's more in reference to how nothing will ever be 100% original, and how ideas are often taken, or inspiration is drawn or painted from something else. In being a psychedelia band, much of the lyrics will be a little trippy and even hard to understand at first listen or first read, but that's okay. I think this is another one of those albums where the music is the main focus, and the music is fantastic. Still, it's fair to take a look at some of what the songs are saying. The track The Burglars is a singer wishing to be a hare so he can sneak around, as you might have guessed, like a burglar, as well as speaking on the actual existence of burglars, perhaps in or around their neighborhood, and how they steal and never give back. The fast-paced breakneck speed of the vocal delivery adds a lot to what the song is saying, as hares are quite fast, especially when they're trying to steal something. The following track is a bit deeper. Natural selection deals with whether or not we really have free will, or if every single thing we do is pre-planned, as many tend to believe when they say everything that happens is for a reason. But the track Bagels in Kiev has a totally different subject matter, where the singer is reminiscing on old times with his grandfather, who probably lived in Kiev maybe during Soviet reign. It's fair to conclude that many of these songs have no physical connection with each other, and the title Painting With is rather perplexing. The lyrics can be so subversive at times, as I said, and not easy to understand. They're practically poetic in nature. Regardless, the music is great. overall, I really did like this record. I really need to get more into Animal Collective, and I know they've got plenty of music to enjoy after all these years, and now 10 albums, plus their solo material. This album was really great, especially from an instrumental standpoint. The production was light, tight, and poppy, while being equally experimental, but perhaps not enough to really make one say that's pretty weird. It's certainly out there compared to most pop records, but it's still a joy to listen to, and I recommend this to anyone who's into things like psychedelic pop or neo-psychedelia with more of an electronic pop coloring as opposed to a rocky, guitar-heavy sound, and people who are into things like dance pop or electronica. Anyways, that does it for this another album review. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, please hit that like button and also subscribe if you want to see more. And if there's a song or an album that you want to see reviewed on this channel, just leave a comment down below or check out my Facebook or my Twitter. The links are in the description. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you again for watching, and so long.